with Pam. It's going to be just me today. We are going to start from this point forward having 2 shows a month with Susan and I together, and then we're each going to have a show that is by ourselves, just us talking about what we want to talk about. So I appreciate you tuning in today, and I am going to talk about Optins. If you listened to our last show, we talked about Optins, or we talked about our list and why businesses need a list, and a few things that you can do with your list and how you get people to sign up for your list. And we talked about an opt-in being the way for you to get people on your list. Every business should have one, I believe, and every business should have one so that they can market to that list. And again, I'll just reiterate that I don't feel like that should be your only marketing strategy, but it's definitely in these days and times a critical part of your marketing strategy to have a list and market to that list via email. The email. What is an opt-in? It's basically short for opting in. They're opting in to receive information from you. And these days you have to be very careful with the spam laws and make sure that someone has opted in. I have a 2-part opt-in process on my email. When someone signs up for my opt-in, they get a double verification. They opt in, and then they'll get an email from my email management system saying, please confirm your opt-in. So that covers me legally to make sure that they have absolutely, for sure, opted into my list. And that's an important part. And we talked a little bit last week about Canada having new laws related to email marketing and spam. I'm not up on those laws or familiar enough to talk about them, but it's worth looking into if you market to people in Canada. Where do you get people, where do you put your opt-in? The couple places you can put your opt-in. Some people call it a freebie because you're going to give free information to them in order for them to opt into your list. So it can be on your website. Usually, a lot of times if you go to a website and it says, put your name and your email in here to receive my newsletter, that's an opt-in. That's a freebie. Or put your name and your email address in these 2 boxes and you're going to get my list of the top 5 ways to reduce sugar in your diet. That is an opt-in. So you've probably been seeing them all the time. You just didn't realize that was the official name for it was an opt-in. Who knew? Also, event registration a lot of times opts you into that company's list or that person's list. A lot of times they'll do something on a Facebook page, offer you something, maybe a free webinar or something like that. You're opting into their list by registering for that webinar. So that's a little bit about where to put your opt-in. What should your opt-in be? This is one of my passions. I love helping people figure this out for their business, so I'm excited to talk about it today. A very popular opt-in for people to do is a list. So let's say you could do do's or don'ts. I've actually done some research on the do's and don'ts, top 10 things not to do, top things to do, and actually the don't do's is a more popular list than the do do's. Oh. Should do's. Let's say should do's. Hopefully that do will get edited out. Anyway, leave it in. Or leave it in, whatever. So basically the negative, things not to do, is a more popular opt-in than things to do because people don't really like to be told what to do. So knowing what not to do is popular. So you could do that. Must-haves, here are the top 10 must-haves, the top 7, or here's 7 tidbits of information that you must have, best things, worst things, all different ways you can do lists. Lists are very, very popular. People can scan them quickly. An ebook, a short ebook is a great freebie for your opt-in. A report, an infographic. Infographics are really popular right now. I have never created one. But I love looking at them, especially if it's a fun infographic, and I'm a fan of fun. So, do a fun infographic. A resource, a list of your favorite resources for email marketing or plumbing providers or graphic designers or things you need to write a blog or whatever. A resource list is a great list. A couple of ideas for opt-ins. I'm just going to go a couple of just general professions out there and give you an idea for an opt-in. So a plumber. 10 things you should never, ever flush down your toilet. To me, that's kind of funny, and I like funny, so I would probably opt into that because I never want to be going, what the heck are people flushing down the toilet? They're not supposed to be flushing down their toilet. But so that could be a cool opt-in for a plumber. or a plumbing company. A health coach, 7 items you should not have in your pantry, even if you use them every day. The whole little sentence afterwards is always kind of intriguing to me, and I've read a research that shows that increases opt-in by adding that little sentence. 7 items you should not have in your pantry, ... even if you use them every day. A realtor, 8 things you must do before listing your house. A life coach, 11 things keeping you stuck in an unhappy life. Fitness coach, 3 ways to get a kick butt. Or I guess you could say kick ass butt, but I don't want to say ass on the air, but I just did. Okay, so 3 ways to get a kick butt. Okay, so let's talk about a couple of other things. What not to do's. These would be not the do-dos. These would be the do-nots. Okay, so these are the do-nots. Don't add people to your list just because they gave you your business card. And this isn't really about opt-ins, but I have to say this because this drives me crazy. I'm at a networking event, and I give someone my card, and then I start getting hammered by emails from them. And here's what I do. Unsubscribe. You just lost me as a potential client. So don't put people on your list just because they gave you a business card. That is against spam laws. Don't inundate them with email. You can stalk via email. And I'm not sure if you can be arrested for it, but you can stalk via email. So don't do it, people. Just say no to that. And don't sell. I talked on the last show a little bit about that you should be offering great information to increase your influence with your list, the people on your list, and then every now and then sprinkle in something, email that is selling to them. So we're going, I'm like talking so fast, I'm like almost done here. Like I mentioned earlier, one of my passions is helping people to come up with ideas for their opt-in. And so I'm going to offer a special. You can go to our website, offbeatbusiness.com, and there's going to be a special offer on there for our listeners to book a 30-minute session with me where we can brainstorm and creatively come up with some ideas for you to use for your opt-in. And if you want funny, we can do funny. If you want serious, you can be serious. But it's really hard to try to come up with ideas. I have found with my clients that they have a hard time coming up with ideas that are just for their business. It's easier sometimes to figure out an opt-in for somebody else's business than it is your own business. So you can set up a 30-minute session with me. The information is on our website. Again, it's offbeatbusiness.com. And you can go there and check out that box and opt in for it. Okay, I don't know what else to talk about. Can we pause for a minute?
Go ahead and take a break. We'll be back.
Okay.
Let's take a break.
We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back and talk some more. This is the Offbeat Business Show with Pam today, offbeatbusiness.com. Okay, so I think this is the first time in history that I haven't known what to say. What else can I talk about with opt-ins?
Well, you can.
Or can I change the subject? I mean, the subject is
add to it, yeah, but
I get black and white. This is like with our conversation on text last night. I get black and white. I think we have to stay on subject. I mean,
yeah, but it's radio and it's conversational.
Yeah,
People are
it's
just driving down the road
yeah,
when they're
it's
going.
internet radio,
So
so you can say yes.
I can say ass. Okay, good. I'm getting hot. Woo. So what else can I talk about as
Should
related?
do, not do.
Do.
I thought that was awesome.
Do that you two need to do.
Yeah. So funny. Do.
No,
Okay, what else should
I
I
don't
talk
know
about?
what I'm going to talk about either, but
Elaborate.
that's why I think it's kind of handy to talk together because it gives
Yeah.
us some space.
Well, I think when we get some more,
Uh-huh.
get more experience, we'll be able to. Do you think?
Oh yeah.
What if you can never do it?
Fuck you. Excuse me.
Is that rolling?
Oh, it is.
Hi.